Welcome to another episode of Daniel Reviews. Today, probably be a short one, but I want to go over a chain for my EGO 18-inch chainsaw that I have been using, that I've really been impressed with. I've been meaning to do a video and I hadn't gotten around to it, but today's the day. So without any further ado, let's get into it. This, of course, is my EGO 18-inch chainsaw that I did a previous review on last year. Love it, still use it regularly, it's still holding up really well. No major complaints with this chainsaw. It's a fantastic chainsaw. It's a credit to the brand, so to speak. But one of the things that happens from time to time is you need to get a new chain. This one's been pretty hard worked. I accidentally nicked some dirt with it, so that definitely dulled it down a little bit, and it's time to change. And I want to go over a couple chains that I run on this one. So first, we'll start by removing the battery so that there's no risk of somehow accidentally starting the chain, and then we'll get this chain off. Moving the chain is probably the easiest that it possibly can be. You just turn this massive dial until it loosens up enough that you can take the plate off like that, and then you can take the whole blade and chain off. We'll take this one off. It's served its purpose, and then we'll try to clean all this out. All right, normally I have like a little brush I use. I don't have it with me right now, so I'm just gonna put on my gloves and try to do the best I can by hand. If you have a little blower, that helps a lot as well. Just helps get all the grit and stuff out of there. Usually it sticks on pretty good because of the oil. Causes the sawdust and everything to kind of become more of a paste that sticks to the saw. So I got it cleaned enough, but I've got my Rodex R9 out here just for fun to see if it can do any better. And turns out it can. That's nice, handy. Okay, for chains, I've got two options here that I'm going to show you the difference. This one, I'll have the link for it. I've used this the longest. I've definitely, I've ordered a couple different packs of these, and it's a great chain. Works really well on this saw. It's the right fit. No complaints. It's a good price. In fact, for three of them, it's such a good price that it's just not worth it to me to go and sharpen these chains when they dole out. They're like, gosh, I'll try to have the price, but I feel like they're less than $5 or maybe $7 a chain because you get a 3-pack. And it's like, it's going to cost you at least $5 to take it somewhere to get it done, or you're going to have to spend the time yourself doing it. And I don't know. Point is, I just buy replacement chains instead of sharpening them. This is a newer set that I got after one of the viewers recommended that I put a Full-Chisel chain on this saw. I was intrigued by that, so I started looking at some, found this one, and put it on, and yeah, it does make a difference. We'll go over that in a minute. This will focus. This is the first chain. It's what I would consider a standard chain in that it is, you know, it's a standard fit for the EGO saw. And here's the, you know, the teeth. It's very sharp. If you can, hopefully this is focusing. Try to get them a little closer. You can see the size of the teeth. You know, it's a pretty good, again, a good chain. It works really well. Have no complaints with this at all. Contrast that to this Full-Chisel chain that I have. Again, hopefully this will show. But the teeth are just massively bigger. I'll show these side by side. You can see, hopefully, how much bigger the teeth is on this chain versus this one. And it is sharper. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know, just by feeling, this is a much sharper chain. Now that will obviously wear down really, really quickly once you start attaching it to some wood. But I'm really impressed with this, and I'll do some videos of its performance. So this is the chain I'm going to put on. For comparison, I did have one of these on before, and They've obviously gotten worn down quite a bit, but it gave me a pretty good life. Okay, so now we're just going to put on this chain. Fortunately, it just all fell out. A lot of times it doesn't work that well, where you just got it all in a good loop like that, but this time it did. So we'll just say that's a blessing. It's a blessing from the Lord. We'll just line this all up. Make sure that's on there pretty good. Slide that in there. Make sure everything's still lined up. Then I'm pushing outward on the blade, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on and tighten it up. Feel when it starts to bite in, and then get that good. That's just about right tension for me. Make sure it moves pretty good, pretty smoothly. All right, I think we're ready to cut some wood. We'll just slide this on. We'll just make sure that it moves freely. It does. Let's go to it. Bar oil, just because it's a little low. I'll try not to overfill this. I typically overfill it every time. I don't know why, but I do. Great. Okay, so we've returned to the scene of the crime, as it were. Got these branches to trim up. We're going to see how the full chisel chain works. Just like butter. Better. That's a big ant. It's up. Oh, look at that, gross. Woo! That is some infestation. Well, made really quick work of all this wood. The chain is fantastic, as I knew it would be. I mean, it really does cut through the wood. I mean, I try to be honest. It's not like it's a game changer, but like maybe 20% faster, enough that you notice it. And I think that's pretty useful. So yeah, I'll take anything that gives me just a little bit more efficiency. Just like the tires I put on my zero-turn mower. Wasn't like night and day, but like a good, it significantly helps on this hill. A good 25% or something better, so definitely worth the money. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.